Let's see. Hello, hello. Hi. Thank you for joining. Let me know what you're going to be reading or getting up to during sprints. I'm going to get started in a few minutes. I'm just getting set up with like my ambiance and everything around. Hi. I know that not many people are probably going to join because we're so close to the holidays, and also because this is like random late night. I have the other one scheduled out a little more in advance, but I was going to do one yesterday and then it got totally derailed for other reasons. I was just going to be working on some crochet while waiting for sprints. Oh, nice. I'm going to be reading Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. Nice. I'm going to be reading, where's my book? Oh my goodness. Right here. I'm going to be reading A Surprise for Christmas. I'm trying to cover this for a reading vlog, and I'm going to put on some ambient music. I was just setting that up because it takes me forever to like get everything ready. I'm a little bit like rusty with streaming, so it's been a minute. But yeah, I'm reading this. I think I'm going to cover this in a vlog that I'm doing But yeah, I haven't started it yet, and I want to put this up by Friday, so yikes. It's fine. It's fine. It'll get done. And if not, I'll be working on some like review notes. This is my review journal, by the way. So I'll be like working on some notes in here. Is it a classic? So yeah, it's an anthology. It's upside down. It's an anthology of like crime classics. So they're all like mysteries, thrillers. It's outside of my comfort zone, but I've had this for a while, and so I wanted to like actually read it, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it. But yeah, this is a set of classics here. I can I was gonna say I can show you the sprayed edges, but they're a little bit crusty. I did the sprayed edges on the book, by the way. I painted them myself like a few years ago when I first got it. It was my first time like experimenting with like crafting stuff, so I was just trying to figure out like different things, and I was trying to do like patterns on some of them, and some of the patterns that I did on my sprayed edges didn't look great, but I like the solid block color. That journal is pretty. Thank you. I just got a new one from Archer and Olive, and I can't wait to start with the new year. Oh my goodness. I've been doing setup for my 2026 reading journal, and I have to do more of that later on at some point. But I've just been getting set up now already because I know when January rolls around, it's going to be chaotic. I'm not going to have anything ready, and I need to have it done now. You did that, so neat. Did you do a class/event or follow the video? So I kind of looked at some videos, but I didn't do a class or event, and I did so basically you can use like painter's tape around the edges. So I use this blue painter's tape to make sure you don't get it on your cover or your back. And then you like hold it together very tightly so that it makes sure that the paint doesn't like seep in. And you have to like wedge it between books and stuff the way that I did it. I did it very like DIY, figuring it out at home type thing. So you push it together and then you use like acrylic paint, like, and you paint all over. But I use like, instead of like a paint brush, because that would have made it all splotchy, I use like paint sponges to do it. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a minute since I've done like sprayed edges on a book. I want to do it again. Just some of them didn't turn out so great. This was after a few trial and errors. But thank you. Okay, so now that a few people are here, hi, hello. If you've come in, let me know what you're going to be reading, what you're up to for productivity sprints, anything like that. And we'll start in a few minutes. I think we'll start at 8:45. And I'll put the ambient music on. Let me screen share that. Is that full screen? Let's see. There we go. Okay, so there's the ambient music. We'll also add in a little timer as well. It looks really clean, better than some of the sprayed edges they sell in stores. LOL. Listen, I am so like, I'm in awe a little bit because they're not great. They look better on the camera than they do in person. I will say that. They're like crusting now because they're so old. Like, I don't know if you can see that. They're crusting. But yeah, I tried my best. I wanted to learn to do it myself because I'm like, I'm paying all this money to buy books that have sprayed edges. I might as well just be able to buy whatever book I want and do the sprayed edges if I want to myself. And it's very easy to do, actually, because I'm not a crafty person. I'm really not. But it's much easier to do than I anticipated. Okay, let me get the Pomodoro. I don't know if we should do like a set. I think I want to do set amount of time for sprints. I don't want to spin because that gives me too much anxiety. Let me see. Pomodoro Kitty. Because I love that timer. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. It's been such a long time since I streamed, so. I wonder if you can like seal the paint so it doesn't flake off over time. I don't know if that's a thing. I might be able to do that possibly. I don't know. I'd have to look into that, but That would be interesting to note because it's like it's not flaking off exactly. I mean, a little bit. It's just like got I don't even know paper edges. It's like all white paper pieces. But I think that happens with a lot of the store bought books with sprayed edges as well. So that's like that's the thing. Wait, is it really gonna make me choose between which one I want to share? Can I not share both? Hmm. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Share screen, share screen. I guess it's, well, I guess it's making me choose here. So I guess I'll just have the ambient music and then the timer. I don't know. I haven't done this in a little bit, but the timer I can just maybe even do on my phone if I want to. And then when it goes off, I'll check back in. Um, but I don't like that. I wish that I could share multiple different like tabs. Maybe there's a way of doing it, but um, hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's play some ambient Christmas music. Okay. You know if the music is too loud, if it's good. This is a little loud. Then we'll just get started with our first sprint. I think I'll do like 30 minutes sprints. Yeah, I think that's the vibe for today. 30 minutes. I don't want to go too late because I do have to do some filming later. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to quick need help. Tiny bit loud. Yeah. Is that better? That's more in the background. So I'm either going to do my notes, listen to Good Spirits quietly, or read this book. I do need to do these notes because I want to post this video soon. I'm trying to finish my Outlander reviews. I've been doing these for almost a year, and at this point, I just have 2 left, so I want to be done with them. Yeah, okay, so it's good. So I don't know whether to just work on that review because it takes me a while to plan them out, and listen to Good Spirits, or start this. I think I'll start this with the first one, and then we can switch on. Let me get the notes out of the way first, so you can enjoy reading after that. See, I was just saying the opposite. Okay, I'll do the notes first. I don't know how long they're gonna take me, but yeah, I'll work on the notes and try to listen to Good Spirits, or just listen to the music. No worries. You got this. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go for 30 minutes, and we'll start now. Let me see. I don't. The only thing I don't like is add media slot. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Oh hi. I'm trying to like figure this out because I'm trying to see if I can add the timer to the screen as well. That was the only issue I was having. I don't know what I'm doing. No. A single media slot. Yes, I have to. Okay, so we're gonna start for 30 minutes now. I don't want to be too loud for anyone still sprinting, but sprint just and so yeah, just gonna lower the music a little bit. The first sprint just ended, and we'll do another one in just a few minutes. But how did that first sprint go for everyone? I see that a couple more people have joined in. So yeah, let's do a quick little check-in if you are feeling up for it. If not, we will resume with the next sprint in like a couple of minutes. I think 9:20 should be good. Um, but yeah, I've done some progress on my notes so far. Um, not very far into them, so I think I want to do a longer sprint. 30 minutes is not a very long time. So I think I want to do like 45 minutes, um, and then go from there. I don't know how many sprints I'm gonna end up doing. I think I did this one. We'll do one more and then maybe one more after that. Just a couple of sprints. Since I do have to film tonight, unfortunately, I'm like batch filming a lot since I am doing Bookmas. I am like just constantly filming. It feels like so. I'm just trying to finish filming and then I can actually just like sprint, hang out, read more, watch people's videos, do all that stuff. Not that I haven't been doing all that stuff, but more of that. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to just finish planning out my Bookmas videos, do all that. I've got a majority planned out. I think I have between 8 and 10 left to film. Um, yeah. Okay. And then after that, I'll just go back to like regular reading, watching sprints, hanging out, watching other people's videos, all that. Okay, so we'll start sprints again in like 1 minute. And we'll go for 45 minutes this time around. Okay, so that. Okay, we'll start right now. So yeah, just about to start a 45-minute sprint. Yeah. Is sprint 2 starting? Oh, is sprint 2 starting now? I'm about to, yes. Yeah, I was just doing a little update of like Bookmas and finishing up with that and trying to just finish filming for it as much as possible as I can ahead of time. I was getting a little snack. Okay. Oh, no worries. Yeah, we're about to start in like a second. So, yeah, I was just saying that I've been working on Bookmas videos and it's been a lot. So I'm trying to finish all of that stuff up. And so it was good, but it wasn't. Sprint one was fine. It just was not as much as I wanted to get done. So that's why I want to do longer for the second sprint. So hopefully I can get through more of my notes. But yeah, I said I have like 8 to 10 videos left since I'm doing like the entire month of December, except for Christmas Eve, Christmas, and then New Year's Eve, I believe, were the only days that I said I wasn't gonna post. So the rest of them, I have all planned out what I'm gonna do for them, like the ideas, right? So I'm just still like planning out videos, filming. I've been like batch filming a bunch, so trying to do all that stuff. So I have as little as possible left for the end of the month, and hopefully I can start filming things for January early, since I know that I'll be going back to classes for spring semester and all that. And yeah, I just want to get ahead on things. So yeah, I've been batch filming a lot, and then hopefully by the end of the month, in the next few days, I want to be done filming, like maybe early next week. And then I can just chill, relax, read, watch people's content without having the pressure of like trying to continue to film new stuff for Bookmint, if that makes sense. Okay, so we can get started. Okay, for 45 minutes, we will start right now. All right, so that was the end of that sprint. Um, I think there was a message. I'm off to bed. Thank you for sprinting, Jackie. I was able to make some good progress in my book. Happy sprinting. If you end up seeing this afterward, thank you so much for joining me, Jess. I appreciate you for being here. And if anyone has any updates that they want to share after those sprints, please feel free to let me know. I think I'm going to end up doing one more sprint tonight. So another like 45-minute one, and then we'll call it a night for reading sprints. But I've made some good progress. I'm working on my Outlander notes, specifically Outlander Book 8 notes, because I've been doing reviews for every single book in the Outlander series. So I'm doing notes for Written in My Own Heart's Blood. That's the next review I have left to do. And then after this, I only have Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone. I have finished reading all these books. I actually finished with this series months ago. I finished Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone in like May, and we're in December. But I'm just trying to release these last two reviews since I've been reviewing every book in the series. And then when the final book comes out, I'll also do a review for that. Hi, Jackie. Just jumped on, but so excited to catch your sprint. Yay! I'm reading Best Offer Wins and working on a review and some editing. Nice. Hi. That's so good. I really need to read Best Offer Wins. I've had it on my shelf and then just have not sat down to like actually read it. But yeah, welcome. I'm going to start sprints again in like 1 or 2 more minutes. But yeah, I hope that it's all going well, and you can definitely let me know how much progress you end up doing at the end of it. But yeah, as I was saying, this is the penultimate book that I need to review. And then I'm listening to Good Spirits by B.K. Borison as I'm doing this. Kind of trying to multitask here, and I'm trying to finish Good Spirits pretty soon. It's going to be featuring my thoughts on it in a future upcoming vlog, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. But yeah, that's kind of what I have going on. And I've gotten into like my notes. So a lot of my notes for these books end up being like usually around 8 to 10 pages. And I think I have 5 pages of notes. I'm on my 5th one. So I should have maybe 3 or 4 left after this notes. I'm about halfway through. But yeah, I'm just kind of going through. I'm like looking at some of my annotations here because I annotated these while reading them. Trying to note whatever I thought was important there and go over like the main plot point and my thoughts on things. So yeah, we're working on this one. Just one more to do after this. And this will hopefully all be posted before 2026 rolls around. I really wanted to like get everything up to date as much as possible for the start of 2026. So that means trying to read as much of my TBR as possible, my 10 before the end, books from my 25 and 25, just trying to get to as much of that as possible. And of course, I would love to finish my Outlander reviews. So I'm working on this one. Hopefully I can film this and put this up in the next few days. And then my Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone review will be coming up very soon after that. I want to have them both posted before 2026 starts. So we can start with a clean slate and some clean different other reviews going up without having to worry about reviewing these. But yeah, we'll just start the sprint now in just a second. I have 30 seconds left on the Fedora Kitty break. So we'll do another 45-minute sprint, and that should take us to right around 11 p.m. Eastern time, my time. So I think I will be finishing with one more sprint after this. And we'll call it a night. I will be doing more live sprints soon. So I have a few scheduled out. If you can see it in my live tab on YouTube, you'll see that I have a few scheduled out. I don't know 100% that I will stick to those times and days exactly, but I'm going to be trying my best to stick to those. And I'm just going to be trying to read as much of my 2025 TBR that's left as possible in those sprints and reach all of my reading goals. So yeah, I hope you'll join me for some other sprints too, especially if you're just joining in for this last one. I'll have them all at different times. You can see, I'm sure it'll show you the times I'm going to go live for those in your time zone, so you can check those out as well. Okay, let's start the next sprint. So we're gonna go for 45 more minutes, and hopefully I can finish my notes in this time. Okay, all right. Yes. That's the end of that sprint. That's gonna be the last sprint of the night. I'm almost done with the notes, I think, at this point. But how is everyone else's sprint? How did you all do? I'd love to check in briefly before ending the sprints for the night. Yeah, I just wanted to see what everyone got up to, how you all did, and hopefully this was productive. Let me pause the music. I was trying to. Ooh. So, in personal news, I finished the final draft edits of what I think will be the seventh novel today. Think I'll publish it in March. Oh my god, that's so exciting! Wow, that's the final draft. Oh, wow, I'm impressed. As someone who doesn't even know where to begin writing a book, I'm so impressed. That's great. That's great news. Finished a review and got 10% into best offer wins. Nice. I have gotten quite a bit farther into Good Spirits. Oh no, I dropped something. But I have to check and see what percentage I'm at into it through the audiobook. And I'm almost finished with my reviews, like I mentioned. Singular review. Because I do very in-depth reviews for the Outlander books. I've been like doing them since the beginning of my channel. And I started with Outlander, and I'm now on the 8th book, outlining the review content for that. So that'll be coming soon. And I'm just trying to get all caught up so that I don't carry it into the new year, these reviews, and like doing this. I want to start like a different review series and stuff going into 2026. So yeah, let me see. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like on page 7 of my notes, and I usually do around 8 to 10 pages of notes per review that I do of these, and they end up being like 30-ish minutes long because I like go in depth with spoilers and everything. So yeah, that's kind of what I've gotten up to with those notes, with Written in My Own Heart's Blood. And then for Good Spirits, I'm halfway through now. I think I was like maybe 25% of the way through before starting sprints tonight or something. I've been listening to it faster than 1 time speed. I'm listening to it on like 1.5 time speed, so it's still like a casual pace for me, but it kind of allows me to do other stuff while I'm doing that, but faster than, how slow audiobooks can be when it's 1 time. And since it's such a light romance, it's easy to like listen to it while retaining the information and working on the review at the same time. I can like follow the story easily. But yeah, I definitely will be finishing this hopefully like tomorrow or the next day. I don't have too much left. It says I have 4 hours left, but I will probably sit down to journal at some point, and I've got some other stuff going on, so I like to like put it on while doing chores, running errands, that sort of thing. So I can definitely get to the 4 hours pretty quickly. And then I will be sharing like my final thoughts on this book in a vlog upcoming. But yeah, that's kind of what I got up to. I'm so glad that you guys found this to be super productive and helpful. I love reading sprints. I love joining other people's sprints as well. So I thought it would be fun to do a few of them for the end of the year. I have a few more coming up. If you are interested and want to and available, you can definitely check them out. But yeah, I think they're scheduled already on my live page. So you can check out like the dates and times, and if you want to join any of them and get some reading done or get some other tasks done, writing reviews, writing anything else you need to do. I think there are 2 signed books by Gabaldon spelling. Yeah, that's the correct spelling at the bookstore, but they're like $60 to $150, which is a bit much for me for an author I haven't read, and I rarely see Outlander. Yeah, they might be like Lord John Grey books because I don't think that, or they could be other books in the series, I guess, too. Because I don't think Diana's really written much outside of the Outlander series and then the spin-off series, Lord John series. I think she hasn't written anything else since she's primarily like a scientist by education and practice and everything. She has degrees in all the sciences, and she was working as a scientist, I believe. But yeah, that is a bit steep. $60 to $150 for the signed books is definitely steep. I get that. But I completely respect not wanting to go for that. We have a ton of her other books though. Yeah, I have um the entire Outlander series. I own that. That's all I have from her. I don't know. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. She might have other books, but I only know of the Outlander series and the Laura John Gray series. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. I'm glad to have been able to do this. Thank you for joining me. And like I mentioned before, I'll be having some more upcoming sprints in the next few days leading up to the end of 2025. I believe I have my last sprints for 2025 set for December 30th. So that'll be the day before New Year's Eve. And that's going to also be the official final day of Bookmas. I've been sharing videos every single day. So it's going to be like a big like celebration thing to celebrate the end of 2025, December, and Bookmas, all of that. And yeah, just going to be doing some final bits of reading as we get ready to prepare for New Year's Eve. I'll probably also be finishing and doing some reading on New Year's Eve. Last year, I was finishing one of my last books on New Year's Eve, a few hours before the ball drops. So, yeah, it's definitely crunch time with reading goals and all of that. But thank you for watching. I hope to see you in some upcoming sprints and videos soon. And again, I hope that you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me. Bye.